My name's Mindy Horde. I've been a coach since February of 2012. I have started doing online free 30-day challenge groups since the beginning of 2013. I've been approached by several coaches who asked me to share some tips with them and to help them understand why I do this and maybe help them get started so they can start implementing this into the way they operate as a coach. If you've been a coach for a long period of time, you're going to realize that the importance of helping other people, building relationships, and growing a business is through invitation. Well, obviously, if you know 500 people, it doesn't take a long time for them through Facebook to realize what you do. And not everybody's going to be receptive, and not everybody's going to want to jump on the health Beachbody wagon. And so eventually, you're going to tap out the people that you are able to reach. So, what do? Obviously, you're going to treat people really well because if you treat them well, they're going to tell people. If you stay loyal to them and you stay beside them and you help them reach their goals, they're going to have results. Other people are going to notice. But then eventually, again, you kind of tap out on referrals. So what do? I decided in January of this year to start a coach fan page. I had never really seen the benefit of it. I just thought, oh my God, it's going to be more work that I'm going to have to add in on top of my already busy life of being a wife and mother of three and a coach. Then I decided, okay, well, maybe I should start doing this because this will show me as a business and somebody that somebody can follow, and I might get a bigger reach. So I started in January, and it was kind of nice because I was able to back off a little bit on my health and fitness posts for my personal page, and then direct people more to my coach fan page. One thing I want to tell all coaches is that if you start a coach fan page, don't get frustrated. I see a lot of people who watch that number of fans go up, 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 and they get frustrated because they're like, nobody is contacting me, nobody's reaching out to me, I haven't sold a challenge pack, nobody wants to drink Shakeology. You have to remember that when you're starting a coach fan page and you're getting a reach of people that you don't even know who are strangers, it's like you're basically starting off as a coach. You remember when you were a coach that you could have blasted everything on Facebook, and it took a long time for people to watch you, to see that you're consistent, to see that what you're doing, what you're saying you're doing, and number two, that you're helping people do what you're saying you're doing and helping them achieve results. People will watch you. So remember, when you start a coach fan page, you're not going to automatically add 20 coaches probably to your team. You're not going to sell 20 challenge packs in the first week because you're going to have to build relationships with them. They're going to have to watch you. They're going to have to see that you're consistent. They're going to want to watch and make sure you and your family are the same way, that you're eating what you're saying you're doing, and that you look like what you're saying you're doing. Nobody wants to see somebody talk about health and fitness and then see them gaining weight as they're going on. They are going to watch you if they're strangers. They want to see proof. So remember that when you're starting. So by April, I had gained a pretty good following from my coach fan page. I had people asking questions, interacting with me. Nobody was saying, "Hey, I want to buy a challenge pack," but people were definitely interested, and I knew that they were watching. I decided myself that I was going to do a 30-day challenge kind of as an experiment. Why I chose the burpee challenge is beyond me. But I did complete it, and I feel great that I was able to accomplish that. I don't ever want to do it again, but I did this. And then I knew it was going to be tough, and so I decided to hold myself accountable by not just telling people what I was doing, but I hosted an online diary and filmed it on YouTube every day. So that way I knew that people were waiting and that I had to get it done. Well, I completed all 30 days of the burpee challenge, and people were impressed. So then I said, okay, now I'm going to host a 30-day challenge group for you. So I just decided to pick the squat challenge group. I was shocked at how many people came out of the woodworks and were like, sign me up, I want to do this. This is great because so many people out there are skeptical that, number one, a lot of people have been able to achieve weight loss. Maybe it was 10 pounds, 20, 30, 40, and up on their own. And maybe they work with a trainer, maybe they've ran, maybe they've just changed their portion control, and most people are thinking like, I don't need anybody's help. And then other people are shy or worried about being judged, and the last thing they want to do is be put in this group and be talking about doing P90X or Shakeology, and so that scares the living daylights out of them. And most people want to lose weight, but they failed in the past, and so they don't want to spend any money on something that they're just sure that they're destined to fail again. So then I decided the 30-day, group would be great because it's going to show them about accountability. It's going to show them what it's like to have this support group and people that are from all across the nation who are doing the same thing and maybe have the same struggles, and that they're there, cheering you on. And then, they'll realize that the use of having a coach, somebody like me who's checking in on them and who truly cares. And so I decided to do something like squats. It's not 90 days of P90X where it's very intense. This is, a fairly easy exercise. It took less than 5 minutes to get done, even at the end of 30 days. So I hosted this. What I required from each person who started was that they, number one, signed up for a free membership and make me their free coach. This takes, less than 2 or 3 minutes. So they did that. I also asked them to send me an email telling me what their goals were and why they wanted to do this. This way I could get their why. I could get them to think, outside of giving me just a generic answer. And I got lots of emails from people telling me, what their struggles have been. And then, I didn't just get an email and read it. I sent something back, I asked them questions about their fitness level. I asked them questions about their diet, about things that, made them them and why they chose this. So we got started on the right foot. I got to know them a little bit better. They were able to open up to me, and then after that, I put them in a private Facebook group. I posted the schedule in there, and then I also created an Excel spreadsheet where basically somebody could print it off and just put a check mark. That way they didn't have to look in the group every time to see how many squats there were. I did encourage everybody to make sure that, there was no judging and that everybody was there to encourage one another. And I encouraged people to, reach out to each other and, become friends. I explained to them the benefit of this group and what our plan was. I posted every day different pictures. You can go on the internet and find like hilarious pictures that are related to squats. So I post that in there. I also gave everybody a meal plan to follow. Obviously, not everybody's great at following meal plans, but it kind of gave them something to use and something to realize that diet does affect your results. So a lot of people did use this, or at least used some of the meals that were in there. Another thing is that I have seen while this was going on, I saw people form friendships, people really pushing heavy on like you can do it. It was awesome to see friendships form, and so there was no pressure there about buying anything. This was just simply about having that support and not feeling alone. And I saw people who, in the beginning, had told me, I'm kind of interested, but I don't know. I don't think I can do it. And I said, no, you can do it. And they were shocked that we were halfway through the 30 days and they had done it. Because there's a lot of people who said, there's no way I can do 250 squats on day 30. Well, if you're looking at day one, you hadn't done a squat in your life or in forever. Of course, 250 seems very, very intimidating. But, again, what I always tell everyone is always about progress. So they built up to that. So anyways, at the end of the time, throughout that, there were customers in there who were already drinking Shakeology, who were already using Beachbody products. There was other coaches in there, and I asked people to post their meals. Every once in a while I would post that I had a week trial pack available, and eventually at the end of 30 days, people not only realized that they were able to achieve something that on day one seemed literally impossible. Number two, they had great results. If anybody saw my pictures, my ass looked really good at the end, and so did a lot of other people's. So this was encouraging. And then they form friendships. I mean, I see a lot of people who still on Facebook, they're interacting, they're, talking to each other, they're sending each other gifts. This is what it's all about. And this is what Team Beachbody is all about, is about the community, about the support. So this is how I started it. So every month I've hosted a new one. You see a lot of the same people that roll over, and it's just giving a way for people to realize that I'm not making you buy something. I'm not saying that, and for some people, starting off on a program is where they're at fitness level wise is just, seems impossible to them. So this gives them something to start with slowly and slowly build up till they're ready. Not every person who did it bought a challenge pack, but they saw the benefit. They saw that I care. And so right now they may not be ready because they may not believe in themselves. They may not have enough time. They may not financially be ready. But the thing is, they realize what it was like and what the benefit was to have a coach, to have a place to go and check in, and people who care, and other people that they don't even know that, struggle with the same thing. how important that is. And so whenever they are ready, they're already going to have that knowledge, and I'm not going to have to convince them that the challenge group are is this scary, scary place of people that are judging you. So that's how I do it. So, number one, if you're going to run a challenge group like that, make sure that you truly care and that you're not, posting stuff about Shakeology, about challenge packs, and shoving it down their throats. Obviously, you're going to post if there's specials, or if there's something you want to share with them, that's fine. But every day it can't be like, oh, did you do your squats by Shakeology? You have to truly care. You have to check in on them. You have to provide support. You have to encourage positive reinforcement and positive interaction with one another so that they see the benefit of this. And above all, make sure that they sign up as a member in the beginning. Make sure that you provide a meal plan so that they get the whole package. One thing that I do want to caution this is that this is something I did as a coach who'd been a coach for a long time, who needed to think outside of the box to keep making sure that I was able to build new relationships and meet new people to invite. If you are a new coach, I highly recommend that you don't start off with a free challenge group like this, unless it's something that you say, okay, here's a 7-day trial pack. Let's do, get you on Shakeology. Then we'll move into, increasing your fitness level if you're not ready. And let's do this, this challenge. Because of the fact that I've seen a lot of new coaches who have duplicated what I've done, and they see that it worked, and then they spend all of their time and energy into a 30-day challenge, and then you don't actually see the benefits of being a coach. You're not really 100% solidifying what you do as a coach. It's great that, you're doing something health and fitness wise and you're helping people, but whenever you're pouring all your energy in the beginning stages of a coach, you're not really promoting or showing people that you're being a product of the product. You're, hosting other things. This is something that I personally did in part of my, stage in my career to help new people. Like I said, it's not bad to do if you're doing it in the beginning, but don't forget that as a new coach, you're going to want to start an actual challenge group that actually involves Beachbody products. So make sure that you're not spending the first 6 months of your coaching career hosting squat challenges and burpee challenges and, arm challenges and all this stuff. Make sure that you're actually following the 5-step invitation and that you're actually doing what Beachbody says in order to help you reach people with using Beachbody products. So I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. I just thought that I would share this with you so that, maybe some seasoned coaches out there could implement this and, get a better reach and help, much more people than they have at their direct fingertips now. Thank you for listening.